I'm experiencing feelings here, and this isn't even my house or my life. That man on screen, that isn't me. I'm back! That's right, guys, it's me again. Same old comedian, same secret recipe, now with even less hair. And a cut on my lip, nearly 30, still haven't worked out how to shave. Whatever. Before we get into this reaction, I just want to say that, you know, I'm really sorry that I haven't uploaded a video in a week. It's just that YouTube has sort of become like this kind of, this trap for me, you know, where I just felt like I wasn't enjoying making videos anymore, right? I just needed to like, take time for myself to heal and to get better. So I haven't been making videos because I just needed the time for myself. But I'm back now, but no guarantees if I'm staying. Fuck that bullshit. I was busy last week. I was busy. Generally, I'll try and upload videos every week, but no promises. I'm only human, as far as you can tell. But anyway, today I'm reacting to Toaster by Slowthai, off his album Nothing Great About Britain, Amen Mate. This song has been out for a while, but he just released a music video, which I'll be very interested to see because his music videos are fucking weird, which I'm all about. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else to waste your time with, so let's just start the reaction, shall we?
The basis of the video is you coming back to, I guess, where it all started, and this will be the first time you're going in the house for like 12 to 13 years.
Yeah.
Kind of want whatever comes to your head.
Alright.
See, already, this video is insane. Just like, already it's like broken the fourth wall, and you hear the producer talking about how they're gonna make it. And then it's almost like this is kind of like the behind the scenes of the music video, but I don't know where it's going. But he's going to go and visit his old house from his childhood, that's a pretty cool concept. And man, like I'm getting so many flashbacks to my childhood here. It's a very English-looking, drab, grey, dreary house.
Right.
No music yet, which is also really cool. I mean, that's something about a Slowthai music video, is that there's just no music. We're already nearly a half a minute in, and there's no music. But it's not like one of those traditional rap songs where it starts out with this like cool, gritty, like, oh, this is kind of like the start of a Fast and the Furious movie, but wait, here's a music video. No, it's just some shit happening. Let's see where this is going.
So this is my room. When it was my room.
I love the way he talks. No fucks given. This is my room.
I always used to have dreams that when I was young, and a reoccurring dream that I'd be getting chased from outside. I'd run up in the house, I'd run all through the house, and I'd get to here. And we used to have old windows. These are new double glazed ones, but it was like old ones you could open like that.
So I'm guessing they just like kicked the family that actually lives here like out of the house to make this video, which is funny. Well, I'm assuming they paid them. I hope they paid them. I love that he's basically just sitting in like what might be some young girl's bedroom, as if this video wasn't trippy enough. I'm experiencing feelings here, and this isn't even my house or my life. That man on screen, that isn't me. And I'm experiencing feelings.
Always run and jump out, and before I hit the floor, I'd wake up. Yeah. It was very weird.
Okay, the music's starting now.
Not one for authority. Follow you, no follow me. Left foot forward, bro, be free. There are no rules, just societies.
I love how he's just talking over.
There are no rules, just societies.
And look at his fucking face right there. What a happy man. But I love that he's just like talking over the thing. Like they didn't do some cheesy thing where he starts lip syncing. Like he's just rapping, you know, doesn't sound as good as the album version, but no fucks given, just rapping over the background track. This is just so weird so far. I love it. It's so weird.
Head top rearranger, no love for authorities. They took my bro and that's robbery. Did my thing, no way could I cater. We can sort it out later. Roll about for that flavor. Nasty boy. And there was a vent, and I used to they hang my Twix, and I was hopping up one day to grab it.
What the fuck are you talking about, mate? What are you talking about? I love this man. He's fucking insane. Like, This is like this is how I want to live my life. I'm hopefully working my way towards it. Just no filter, but not in a bad way. It's not like he's running around insulting everyone. He's just like a little kid. He just like he stops rapping and the song keeps playing in the background and he's talking about how there was a Twix hung to the ceiling. And you're there thinking like, was that like a pinata game as a kid, or was he like emotionally abused? Like were his parents like hanging like action men and Twixes and, you know, video games to ceilings that you couldn't quite reach and then filming it and putting it on YouTube? Who knows?
They thought I was trying to grab it. I wasn't trying to grab it.
But why was the Twix up there, man? We want the backstory. They used to hang a Twix. If you guys are American or idiots or whatever, a Twix is a chocolate bar. That's 100% what a Twix normally is. But it's such a confusing way he's talking about it. I don't know what the context is. They hung a Twix on a vent. What does that mean? In what person's world is that a normal sentence? Like, oh yeah, you know, they hung a Twix up there and I was trying to grab it. You know how it is growing up. Chocolate bar being hung from the ceiling and you're trying to reach it. What's that all about?
I was trying to grab it. I wasn't trying to grab it. I was always being sick in this motherfucker. Well, I
hope he's pointing to the bathroom. You could just be pointing to the laundry closet.
Because she never had no water drop in the toilet. And she told me later on, you weren't smart enough. Computing. That ain't coding computer. Follow the leader till we get sleeping. When the zoomers you're wearing is lean to the side, swell from Veruca.
Okay, what? So he starts talking about some just random shite. And now he starts rapping back on beat perfectly. I'm so confused. So either like his cameraman basically had the song on his phone and was just sort of like playing it sneakily in the background, or I mean, I can believe, you know, ignore what this man sounds like because he is a genius, right? In my opinion, I can believe that he's clever enough or musical enough to talk some fucking bollocks about how there was a chocolate bar hung to a ceiling and then resume the song he had started in the back of his head, having kept it in time. You know what I mean? Like, I can believe he's capable of doing that. Because otherwise, it just asks so many questions. Like, because if it wasn't that he kept time in his head, are they playing it in the background? Like, is this whole thing rehearsed? That would honestly be the most incredible thing to me, if this whole video was rehearsed. Like, if all of this was set up and scripted, so he planned everything he was going to say and then did it all in time. And, like, it sounds kind of silly, but you know, it's such an out there idea that, you know, I respect that. I mean, it's blowing my mind right now. Like, that's what I love about his music, kind of, and definitely his videos, is like they often just blow your mind in the most simplistic ways, you know, just by being like really creative. This is just like I don't know what to think about this. This is a mind fuck.
Follow the leader till we get snooping. When the zoomers you're wearing pumas, lean to the side, swell from Verucas. Sat home with some Gucci loafers, couple rosy lay on my sofa. Crumpets on my toaster, bump out to my sofa. At one with nature, pissing off my neighbours. Crumpets in my toaster, bump out to my sofa. At one with nature, pissing off my neighbours. I remember my dog.
Here we go again.
He used to walk around the estate and went down to the shop and we found him under a bus because he got in a fight with another dog.
Why was he under a bus? Why was he under a bus? I just want to listen to this man tell stories all day long. There's no context to it. There's no sense to it. You got into a fight with another dog. Wait.
Found him under
a bus. But why was he under a bus?
I remember my stepdad bringing him back and he was so pissed at the dog because the dog was bleeding and he thought he was going to die. That he basically just lost the plot at the dog.
He got mad at the dog. He's sharing a story about how his stepdad was an abusive piece of shit.
Can't be a prisoner, put the cuffs on me, put you in a finisher, on custody, even as a visitor. It's not a holiday, and it's not me, dog. I want mahogany up in my yard. Doberman shitting on my grass, names to shop in all my grams.
I don't know how he managed it, but he's managed to make a video of him going to his childhood house and casually half singing a song of his and recounting stories. He's managed to make it so deep. Because obviously, like, you know, this song is all about his childhood. And this house is his childhood. And he's just walking around it, singing the song about his childhood and saying all the things it's making him think of. Unless he scripted all of it, which I would still respect. But honestly, my head is spinning. How is my head spinning from this simplistic video? It's impressive.
As a kid, I got choke slammed on this floor. I had to go to hospital and I met an angel.
What does that mean?
And she wasn't there the next morning.
Angel as in she was nice to him, or like, was he just in love with her? Rah. Wait, what? Rah. Who's done the subtitles for this? I bet you any money he said brah, as in like bruh or bro. It's like they decided to turn him into like a Hello Kitty cartoon. You know, like some sort of emoji cat. Rah! Just for no reason. Rah. No, he said brah. I guarantee he said brah. Who the hell did the subtitles for this?
And then this is weird, because it's just mad weird. We used to have a TV, yeah, but it was like one of them TVs where you get it for, it's like on loan or mortgage on the finance, certain finance on the TV, and you had like quids. So you'd always put a quid in this machine.
For those who don't know, a quid is just English slang for a pound. Just, you know, 1 pound. 1 rote unit of English currency.
Certain finance on the TV, and you had like quids. So you'd always put a quid in this machine, and if you didn't put the quid in the machine, you wouldn't be able to turn the TV on, or the TV would turn off. Yeah,
I had a more privileged upbringing than this guy. I've definitely seen houses that had like, where the electricity was metered, where you had to put like money in the electricity meter to make the electricity work, which is already kind of ridiculous. That's literally like capitalism, the arcade game. But putting money in the TV to make the TV work, that's the next level. That's final boss of the capitalism. That's crazy. I'm glad my TV doesn't work like that, because I would be shitting my money down the drain with that thing.
£5 emergency electric. You didn't really have the quid for the TV, so some days I would never watch no Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? And then...
it's just...
Rah.
Rah. He did it again. Rah. Rah. There's no way. I'm gonna listen to this. He's definitely not saying rah. He's saying bra.
I would never watch no Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? And then... Rah.
There's no way he's saying rah. I mean, maybe I just don't, maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe the new Northampton English slang is to go rah, yar, like a pirate cat.
Rah.
I think he's saying brah. Who the hell did the subtitles for this?
Yeah. This was like, so we done the garden. The garden just used to be a hill, and this never used to be on the garden. It just used to be like this tiny bit. And we basically extended the garden because we felt like that was our property, the council, to build a pond. And here, this is what was meant to be the pond, and you can see the outline with the breeze blocks. Yeah, we ended up...
I know this isn't exactly what he's talking about, got a bit distracted, because that's what I do for a living. This is just like the most English video on the internet, quite possibly. Like, forget all of your stereotypical, like, guys in top hats and eating crumpets. Let's talk about eating crumpets, so, you know, British points for that. Just the whole look at this, like, I'm sure it's been color corrected to give it more of a vibe, but, like, it barely even needs it. Like, I guarantee when they filmed it, it was this drab and dreary and grey on the day, because it's England. Like, I guarantee the brick was that particular colour of misery over here. It's just so English. I've actually almost forgotten about these things, because I don't live in England anymore. But these like triangular washing lines are a staple of any miserable, dreary English garden, like an absolute staple. And honestly, the brilliant thing about them is everyone has these like weird outdoor, like fucking, you know, inverse clothing trees to like hang your clothing on. But it rains all the time in England. So like literally 9 times out of 10 when you hang your laundry in the garden, it will start raining on it. And it's like, what is the point? I don't understand why they're so ubiquitous when they're literally just designed as altars to catch rain. It's like, you know what would improve my laundry? If I just popped it outside and got some acid rain on it, that would really like, but the pièce de résistance, the finishing touch on my laundry would be some nice, dreary, acidic English rain. But anyway, segue aside, let's segue back to the video.
And here, this is what was meant to be the pond, and you can see the outline with the breeze blocks. Yeah.
Can you? I don't think we can from here.
And then filling it back in because the pond never could be. So in the end, we didn't have no pond, man. That's it.
How does he manage to make the most boring story interesting? It's incredible.
Then this Johnny Darling, Squidgy Black's dad, he helped us.
I love the lack of context here. It kind of reminds me a bit of like listening to Carl Pilkington talk. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but just a familiar
Squidgy
vibe.
Black's
Just like
dad.
no context. Oh yeah, Squidgy Black's dad. Oh yeah, that's normal. Oh, a human being called Squidgy Black. An actual living human being you refer to as Squidgy Black, which I'm pretty sure Squidgy Black is like slang term for like heroin or weed hash or something. So, so yeah, Squidgy Black's dad. Squidgy Black. Oh, the neighborhood heroin dealer. Oh yeah, so the neighborhood heroin dealer, his kid. Great way to start a story, to be quite honest. My stories, none of my stories are that interesting.
Then this Johnny Darling.
Johnny Dowling is like a
Black's
knockoff
dad,
J.K.
He
Rowling.
helped us lay this. And then we just used to have grass, and I remember we had a frog paddling pool, and my brother, who's not with us anymore, there's a photo of me, him, my sister, and here.
Woo!
And we just playing in there.
This is a heavy video. Now I feel bad
It's weird,
making
it's
jokes
sad.
about it. It is
It
sad,
feels
friend.
because there's so many memories and weird. You don't know how you'd feel coming in your old house. I thought I was gonna feel a lot more uplifted, but I just feel a little bit drained. But a happy home.
This might be the most real reaction I ever give. I'm probably going to start emotionally distancing myself from reactions more, because this is a lot. There's something about this that speaks to me a lot, like just English upbringing, and like I'm not trying to compare my childhood to his, because you know he obviously grew up in like very difficult circumstances, and his brother died, and all this crazy stuff. But my childhood was kind of rough as well, and I feel like yeah, like sometimes when I go back to my childhood house, like it's just this weird thing. It kind of reminds you that like as much as you think you've kind of like grown up and moved on from your childhood, like it always is with you. You know what I mean? And that's not very funny. It's actually kind of depressing. So sorry if I've done a complete 180 on you guys. But yeah, like I don't know. I just really love this video. Like I just think it's like genius. It's so simple and it's so good. That's just what this guy is good at. I want to watch this bit again.
We just used to have grass, and I remember we had a frog paddling pool, and my brother, who's not with us anymore, there's a photo of me, him, my sister, and here. And we were just playing around in there and shit. It's weird, it's sad. It feels sad because there's so many memories and weird. You don't know how you'd feel coming in your old house. I thought I was gonna feel a lot more uplifted, but I just feel a little bit drained. But a happy home, happy memories, crumpets and that, tea and biscuits.
I feel like this video plays on an interesting idea, which is that, you know, it's just like the concept of time and how we humans perceive time. Like normally you don't really think about time because you're too busy like actually just living in it. But you know, when you have strong reminders of like just how much time has passed and just how quickly your life can go by, and honestly like how sort of like looking back, it's like, you know, because of the way human memory works, you can like go back to your childhood house and then think about things that happened like, you know, like 20 plus years ago. And then how do you contextualize that? Oh, you know, like I used to hang out in this garden 20 years ago. And it doesn't really feel like that much time has passed, you know what I mean? Like, and it's one of those weird things where it can simultaneously feel like, oh, that was like a decade ago, or like that was like a lifetime ago, and also like that was yesterday. I think what I'm really trying to say is that time is just messed up, you know? Time's kind of annoying. Time is rude, you know? It's just a really rude, inconsiderate dude. Sorry, time, but that's the truth.
Is crumpets and that,
Crumpets.
tea and biscuits.
Tea and biscuits.
And,
Matter with it,
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
I feel like I'm gonna cry. Whew! Jesus. I'm kind of at a loss for words, which doesn't happen to me very often, or at least mentally. Like, my brain's always wittering on somewhere. But I think that's just a testament to how good this guy is. That's just, I don't know, like maybe it only speaks to you if you feel a certain way about certain things, but it's just so good. It's just like, it's funny because I want to say it's like no BS, like straight from the heart, but at the same time I'm thinking like, how did he do it where he's rapping on beat and stopping with the stories? But I don't think it really matters. Like, it's just so authentic. Even if they scripted all of that, which I don't think they did. If they did, he's a genius actor. But like, it's just so authentic, and it's just so true as well. Like the melancholy of thinking about your past and about like the passage of time and stuff, and your childhood, and like, and also like, you know, how childhood really, for most people, like there's so many elements of it that are sort of like magical and like feelings that you feel like you can't really recreate as an adult. And so I think going back to areas where you know, have strong memories of being a child, it just like, it really does a number on your head. And that's kind of what the whole song is about. So the fact that the video like kind of carries that message through, and then it shows you the message through his own eyes, is genius. And I'm sorry I've gone into like pretentious like you know, critic mode rather than just being lighthearted, but man, I just love that video. I just think it's great. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video, or my video, as much as I enjoyed his video. Actually, forget that. That's nonsense. Just go and watch the music video without my inane wittering on it. It's a brilliant song, brilliant music video. Just go and check it out. Thank you so much for all the nice feedbacks and the few mean feedbacks I've had on my Skrillex video. I really am just doing this because I love entertaining people. Well, actually mostly because I want money. But have you ever heard the phrase, two birds with one stone? I can have fun entertaining people and hopefully get paid for it eventually when you cheap fucks start sending me your cash, which hasn't happened yet. But, you know, thank you for all those likes and subscribes. Really appreciate it. But like I said, this is for you guys and me and you guys. So please tell me in the comments what you want me to react to. I'll react to anything. I am that desperate for your attention. So just please tell me what you want to see and you will see it. Anyway, subscribe, like the video, send me cash, help me raise my children, bring about world peace. It's your duty as an adult, or child, most likely if you're watching my video. But anyway, I think I've probably rambled on long enough now, so